Russell Westbrook continues to show he has zero ability to be mentally tough. Go ahead, argue otherwise, but Russell Westbrook is the definition of mentally weak. How many times do we have to see Russell Westbrook argue with fans as they give him some sort of heckling? Time and time again, Russell Westbrook's thin skin shows up as fans call him names like Westbrick, which have been an actual compliment after he airballed a free throw. The dude just can't control himself. We've seen him confront fans, follow fans like he did in Phoenix, and just have zero ability to hold himself back or to be able to ignore the comments from fans. That's the definition of soft. Do you think he's the only NBA player who's ever gotten any sort of verbal abuse? No, he's definitely not. Every single NBA game, I'm sure players hear some sort of words that they don't love and they have learned to ignore it. But no, not Westbrook. He thinks everything is personal and it's disrespectful to his last name. Well, simply, he's wrong. This doesn't make him a good guy or bad guy or anything. Maybe he's even a bad guy. A good guy. I'm sorry. But at the end, we have to admit Russell Westbrook is soft, and here's why. Number one reason why Russell Westbrook is soft is pretty simple. NBA fans are filled with paying customers who are going to heckle, they're going to boo, they're putting their hard-earned money on the line here to come watch you play basketball, and instead of understanding that and being like, okay, so these guys are yelling at me, I'm just going to ignore them. You have to remember the fact that you are making Russell Westbrook, for example, at one point was making $40-50 million a year, while these fans are probably making $80,000-90,000 a year, and they're paying their hard-earned money to go watch you play. Let them yell, let them scream a little bit. It's really not the biggest deal in the whole entire world. Russ, come on now, have some thicker skin. These paying customers are 100% able to voice their displeasure. Now, I've never been a heckling guy. I'm not a booing guy, heckling guy. I respect the players so damn much when I go to games. I barely even cheer when I go to games. I know I work in the sports industry, but I barely even clap watching games. I'm kind of a quiet game watcher, but these guys who boo and heckle and stuff, yeah, sure, they're kind of meatheads, and I'm not a fan of them either. If I was to be asked by one, should I heckle or boo, I would say no. But this is what these people do, and instead of giving them fuel to the fire, which is what they want. They want to go viral on Instagram, TikTok, social media. They want the attention. Russ, don't give them the attention that they deserve or that they think they deserve. That's just softness, man. Number two, he's not the first player to ever hear these things. I think it was John Sally who was on, I think it's First Things First, whatever, it's Undisputed. There we go. Undisputed. He came out and said he's heard way worse things, and that's okay. He said when he would hear bad things, he just wants to play better, and that's what Russ needs to do. There's a reason fans are probably heckling. There's a reason why you got out of a Lakers. You couldn't even handle the heat of being a Los Angeles Laker, and that's a big problem. You are not mentally tough enough, not mentally strong enough, don't have the mental fortitude to just ignore what these people are saying. A lot of players have heard this. You think LeBron hasn't heard everything, every single curse word in the whole entire world? He's probably heard it. You think that Carmelo Anthony back in the day didn't hear anything? Michael Jordan, Karl Malone, John Stockton, Gary Payton, Draymond Green now. Draymond Green probably hears more verbal abuse from the fans than any player in modern history because of his antics on the court, and I bet you he's not the one going out into the stands and trying to confront players. Sure, look, Russ, if you want to say something like a jab at a guy in courtside and make him feel like an idiot, go ahead and do that. But for you to make a scene and continually to go out there and make a scene and make it all about you and being, oh, I'm poor old Russ. No, I can't. They just disrespect my last name. Come on, man. That's not true. And he added the fact that his son now is old enough to be like, Daddy, what do these things mean? Dude, how soft is that? You're a dad. Go tell your son what these things mean and tell him that these people are meatheads and that they are actually being disrespectful and you shouldn't be like that. Plain and simple. That's how you handle. You're a dad. You think your parenting is that tough for us compared to a lot of parents? I'm not a parent myself, but these kids go to school, they get bullied. You're worried about what you're being called a Westbrick? Come on now. Number three, he continually reacts. He just reacts over and over again. If this was a one-off thing, I'd be like, you know what, Russ? It's a one-off thing. No problem. You make a mistake. You reacted. And that happens in sports. People react in sports. But he's not just doing a one-off thing. This is a continuous behavior of Russell Westbrook just making the same mistake by going and confronting fans, making a mockery out of like himself. Like honestly, don't give these guys any attention. I'm going to say this again, and I'm going to say it again. I don't think Russell Westbrook's a bad dude. I actually think he's a good dude, but he's just mentally weak. And this is all proving he's mentally weak, that he's not able to go ahead and ignore what the fans are saying. So those are my 3 reasons why I think Russell Westbrook is actually soft. And being soft is a problem, especially in this modern day NBA with Twitter, Instagram, social media. Fans love to get attention, and they do that by verbally going after players, attacking players, and just being nuanced in the way that they are now fans. And it kind of sucks because I think that there should be a separation between the fan and the player. And my like actual opinion on this is you should never ever be a fan heckling or booing a player. But I also don't think the players should react. I mean, in general, let's just say you are a fan. I'm going to go through the fan standpoint of this. If you're an actual fan of the NBA or a fan of a team or a fan of a player, would you ever go to a play, like a Shakespeare play, let's say Hamlet or something, Hamlet? Yeah, Hamlet's a play too. And would you actually go out there and watch an actor and start booing him? No. Would you do that at stand-up comedy? No. Why do you think it's okay in a basketball game? It's not, plain and simple. But at the same time, if you're a player like Russell Westbrook, you got to learn to ignore these people because these people are really beneath you. I'm saying that straight up. They're beneath you. You are showing your soft side right now by not ignoring them. So you got to do a better job and show that you don't care what these fans have to say. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. I'm George on Tap. I'm giving you sports vlogs and sports takes and a little bit of the fun side of sports along with it. See you next time.